Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, Tina's Leg. Today I am actually going to be sharing with you one of my most favorite things, and that is decorating. Especially for different seasons, I love to decorate for all the seasons. So I'm just going to walk you through kind of some of my seasonal decorations, where I got them, and how I love to put things together, and what that looks like for me. My kids and husband all make fun of me and say that I have a little bit of a shopping addiction when it comes to seasonal decorations, because when I go to a store and they have all the new stuff out for the season, I do have to get something. But I also am a huge thrifter. So there's a lot of things that I have gotten even at thrift stores that are super cute, and I will only buy things when they're on sale. So I will wait for sales. If you're balling on a budget, I will definitely tell you how to get things for a little bit cheaper as well. But as you can see, I have my cute bunnies right here. I got these at Hobby Lobby, but I will say, so they have been out here on my front window for several weeks now, and they have not gotten ruined. And it has rained. We have had windstorms, rainstorms, all kinds of stuff come through here in the last several weeks since I've had up my decorations, and they have held up so nice. I am very impressed. And I know these little bunnies are everywhere now. You can see them at Walmart, Michael's, Hobby Lobby. So I got mine at Hobby Lobby when they were on sale. And then all of these little egg clusters that are next to it, I also got at Hobby Lobby. Kind of a hack that I love to do is if I think that something might not stay in place, I use hot glue on lots of things. I love hot glue because it peels off very nicely. It does not ruin. I've glued things to lampshades before. So I hot glued these bunnies. So as you can see, they are pretty well on there. I even hot glued these eggs on here as well. So they have held up. I gotta say, they have held up quite nicely in the midst of rain and wind. And then this basket right here, I wanted to show you. I had this basket in my closet, and I like to buy things when they go on sale from the season. So Easter is this Sunday. On Monday, I probably will go to Hobby Lobby and see what they have for 75% off. And then if they have something I can't live without, then I will store it for next year. So a lot of my decorations I have gotten on the off-season sales and then just kept them for when the season comes. So that's a great way to buy stuff really cheap. And so these carrots, I think I got these carrots for like $1.50 or $2 a piece at the most. And I had this for a few years, and so I decided to kind of put them together. I just kind of created my own little decoration, and then I have a brick in the back to hold it on, so it isn't going anywhere with the wind. And then I have this little guy. I got him out at Hobby Lobby, and he's cute. One of the things that I have started doing is getting a little banner for each season, and then my bunny that I hang. I do have like a giant heart I hang here for Valentine's Day. We attached hooks around the edge of the window, so I do have hooks. So I have hung stars for 4th of July. So it's just fun. I love to decorate the front of my house without going too crazy. All my neighbors when I see my neighbors at the mailbox, they're always like, you have the best holiday decorations. So I love to do that. So this is just the front of my house. So we will walk to the front door. I have cute little carrots sticking out of bushes, but I do want to talk about my wine barrel, because my wine barrel is one of the most favorite features of my front door. I got this wine barrel years and years ago. My grandma had remarried, and the amazing man that she had married, his family owns a winery in New Mexico. And so they would go for the wine festivals every year and help out with that. She had told me that they were selling wine barrels. And I was like, oh my gosh, if they have wine barrels, I would love to have one. So one year they brought me back a wine barrel, and I got to tell you, I love my wine barrel. I have stained it. It probably needs to be like conditioned a little bit, because Arizona, it's so dry and it does need to be conditioned. But I love to decorate my wine barrel. So I have the little, I even have the little plug, which is super rare. But so I have more giant carrots here that I got on sale. This is my truck. I decorate. I usually keep that out there, and I decorate for every season. So pumpkins go in the back for fall, and I put fireworks in the back of it for 4th of July, and it's just so fun. We have my window, and I usually put hang garland up there with some kind of decoration for every holiday. And then of course I have to have some kind of wreath or welcome sign right here, and then my tree. And if you want to see our cat, let's go inside. Okay, this is the entrance of our home. The nice staircase, and then the main things I love is I love to hang something on this wall, and I love to do this little center table, which is a lot of fun. I've had these bunnies for years. I call them my chocolate bunnies. They are just made out of, I don't know if they're just wood or what, but oh my gosh, I got them years and years ago. They're one of the very first Easter decorations I ever bought. And then this little wooden sign I got at Ross several years ago, and they were only like 16 bucks. I just love it. And then I just put some little carrots on top. It just makes a really cute welcome area when you come in. My dining room, I usually hang a wreath right here above my mirror. I also just usually get little decorations right here. So my little Easter gnome. This picture I actually got at a thrift store near my house for $2 like a year ago. So that was a great find. And in my kitchen, all right, I will just go over what I love to decorate in my kitchen. I love to decorate my hanging lamps. I did Valentine garland for Valentine's Day, and I usually do obviously Christmas. I have this cake plate that I have always decorated for every holiday, and so I just have my little bunnies, a He is Risen sign, and then I've also had this wreath basket for, I've had this for years and years and years. Recently, I redid it. It has always had this bow on it, but recently I added a new basket of eggs. The other one was looking a little sad. And then I did add a carrot to it. I also love repurposing things as well. So that's always fun to me. So you can take something old that you have used for years and just get a couple of things to add to it in order to make it new again. That's fun to do with wreaths as well as any kind of home decor. I love to just change things up a bit, and that way it seems like you get something new even though you might be using stuff you've had for years. So just another fun tip just to help kind of refurbish some old decorations if you're not wanting to get rid of them quite yet. My window, I love this window that looks out to my backyard. This is another focal point where I decorate for every season. So I have the little egg strands up around the corner. At Valentine's Day, I hung like felt heart garland. I hang something very light up there. And then I have my Easter sign, some bunnies. I put little eggs in my green box. And this little guy, I actually got him at Goodwill one year. And then I do have several of these nest eggs. One year I got them at Pier 1, which sadly is no longer in existence, but I bought like 6 of them so that I would have them. And I have them in different places that I'll show you. And then like this little guy, I got him at Goodwill. He was like $1.50. I don't know that that's the best place for him, but I just found him this year, so that's where I ended up putting him. And then I have my little centerpiece on my table that I just decorate, and it always has this greenery in it. So I just added some eggs, a little bunny, and 2 carrots. Just a fun way to decorate something you already have and just make it seasonal. next to our TV, I do have little decorations. And then the other focal point is my fireplace. So I do love to decorate my fireplace. And I got this bunny and this girl bunny this year at Michael's. And that was a fun find. Now I have to figure out where to store them, but they are really cute and super lightweight and just a lot of fun. That was my new purchase for this year, were those. And then across my mantle, I just have carrots and some eggs that I just put on the greenery that goes under our family picture. And then there's another little basket there. And then I also have a little basket that I hang on my lantern. And then that carrot sign, actually I got at Goodwill as well one year. And then the last place I decorate downstairs is my guest bathroom. This little green rabbit I got last year at Walmart, and he was pretty reasonable, and I just think he's elegant looking. And then I always have usually a seasonal soap, and then a little egg tree, which I've had for years, and then a little bunny, and then here's another little basket that I have hanging on my mirror, as well as I have a little basket hanging over my towels. And then on the toilet, just a little bunny. Every season I do try and keep up with the decorations at the front of my house, my kitchen, my entryway, and the bathroom. Those are the places that I always have decorated for the different seasons. So that's pretty much it for today. I did want to show you a little bit about what I enjoy and what I love about decorating. I do love thrift shopping. I love to find things on sale, and I do try and do it at a reasonable price. And I've even decorated for some of my friends before at Christmas, or if they are looking for something specific, then I love to just go and hunt for specific things for friends of mine. I have followed some pretty influential decorators on Instagram, but a lot of them have become so huge that it just seems sort of unrelatable to like the everyday family. It's fun just to keep it simple and to pick your favorite things. Oh, I am gonna show you where I store a lot of my stuff, because that is something a lot of my friends or people that come to my house, when they see all my decorations, that's one of the questions they ask, is like, where do you store everything? And I do have bins in my garage that I use for storage, but for some of my odd shaped things or things that are more fragile, I do have a cabinet that I keep it hidden in. So I am gonna show you that. So this armoire is in my living room. Of course, it used to be used for a TV, but that is not what people use them for anymore. But I do love it in this room because I had nothing on this wall, and it fits the space very nicely in here. But this is my hidden secret cabinet. I hope this is a judge-free zone, because I could get heavily judged by what I'm about to show you. This thing is packed full, if you cannot see it. I have my angel from Christmas. I have Halloween stuff. Oh my gosh, back in the back I have stuff. So I keep my flat things on the side, so I have my hanging stuff that goes outside. I keep fireplace stuff there. And then down here, it's just kind of crazy. So there was some of my Valentine stuff. My roosters, that's what goes out when I'm not decorating for a certain season, as well as this side is only Halloween. I have lights and spiders and so yeah, this is my secret cabinet, and nobody would know. You would never know what was behind these doors if you came to visit. It's hidden very nicely in there. It's perfect because it is so hot here that anything I have out in the garage or we have in storage outside has to be stuff that I know isn't gonna melt or get ruined in the heat here. Arizona sucks for storage things. I love having this cabinet available to me for the things that are fragile and the things that I don't want to get ruined in the heat. That's all I have for you today. I hope that you enjoyed getting a peek inside of my home and learning about something that really makes me happy and I have fun with and I enjoy doing. If you did enjoy it, please like and subscribe. Please comment down below and let me know. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know if you have found some really good deals different places. And if you have creative decorating ideas, I would love to know about them. Thank you so much for watching Tina's Leg, where every day is leg day. And maybe don't keep all your legs in one basket. I've always wanted to say that joke.